Once you enter the URL of Olearno app, you will see a screen like this. Enter your username and password. Once you log in, you will see a screen like this. We would be only requiring these two links. One is the batches link and one is the generate test or assignment link. So I'll just try to generate an assignment pretty quickly. I'll just say I'll initially select the batch. In your case, it may be 11th standard Einstein batch or 11th standard A batch or something like that. You can select the batch to whom you need to conduct this test and select whether you want to conduct a test for JEE mains or NEET or any other test. Let me just say for NEET, I need to conduct a subject test for a particular topic. Let me just say add two topics. So in physics, that is units and dimensions and motion in a straight line, just for the sake of it. And let me just say 10 MCQ questions. And also, I'll say I want uh, 10 numerical questions or 5 numerical questions from the topic of motion in a straight line, and just say generate question paper. It's as easy as that. You'll see a question paper. If you don't like some question paper, you can just click on replace and it will give a new question for you. So once you just review this, you can just say that schedule the test, and the same test will be scheduled for the students in that particular batch, whichever batch you selected initially. So you can actually, when you do schedule test, you can name the test, you can tell from which date to which date it should be open for the students, how much time should the students be allowed to attempt this. So this is a question paper of like 15 questions. So probably you might there's a JEE or a NEET test, yeah, you would probably want to give them like 40 or 30 minutes. So you can just put in all these details and schedule the test for the students, and the students will be able to see the test and attempt it from that particular period of time that you have uh, configured. And also you can basically select a batch and have a target test. And instead of doing a subject test, you can have a part test or a full length test where all the topics are considered. You can just click on generate question paper, and again, right, so it will take like 10 seconds and generate the question paper that you need. So if you know our JEE means, it has for each subject, that is PCM, 20 questions, like 20 questions of multiple choice, and 10 questions which are of numerical. So you can see after 21st question, all of the questions are numerical till the 30th question. That is when all the like physics questions are over. Now the next set would be of chemistry questions and so on and so forth. Now, this interface will ensure that there won't be any duplicacy of questions. So if the students of this batch have seen this question before in a different test, that particular question will not be repeated again. Now, once you schedule the test, you'll be able to see the test here. So let's say this is the name of the batch. In your case, it may be like, again, as I said, 11th, let's say batch 1 or 11th batch 2, let's say. Once you click on that, you can see all the tests that are currently active, that are upcoming later, that have already been completed by the students and all of that. And in this dummy case, there are only active tests. So if the students have already taken the test, you will be able to see their reports as well. So I'll just check these reports. And you can see that for each of the student, what is the marks, what is his or her rank. And you can do a little more of digging to see that you see that this first option is the correct answer, but only 44% of the people uh, attempted and got the answer right. Others got it wrong. So if you dig down and see, there may be few questions where there is some kind of misunderstanding, and most of the students answered something wrong. Like this would be a very difficult question. Um, Here, 67% of the students answered it right and all that. So you'll get a report in detail for you to understand which questions kids are getting it wrong and why. And here you can get a summary as well, telling that, yeah, this student Priya has almost gotten every question right. But here also you can see that if you dial down on one particular question, like 66 question, you can see that though Priya and Meera have gotten it right, Riya, Arav, and few other kids have not gotten it right. So you can dig a bit deep into that. Um, Also, again, if you want to do more digging deep, you can go into a specific students report and see how they have performed on each and every question, like question number one, question number two, which is the question this particular student has gotten it wrong and all that. Um, and also on top, you will get these graphs which will help you understand how the student is doing. What these graphs tell you is that the student has spent good amount of time on answering the questions which eventually was correct. So if for some student this bar was really high, then it means that the student has wasted a lot of time on questions he or she did not know the answer to. And here also you can see few questions. You can understand for a few questions the student has taken a lot of time. This basically tells if the bar is very long for that particular question. Like the question number 11, the student took a lot of time. So you can actually talk to the student and tell that do not spend too much time on one particular question, because in these competitive exams, knowing the answer is not the only thing. You need to have a strategy to pace your uh, answers in such a way that you will be able to see each and every question, and you'll be able to attend the questions that you know and you can answer very quickly. If you dwell on one question for a very long time, it may happen that you'll not have enough time to see all the questions and you'll lose out on the marks. So you should know that all the questions, however difficult or easy, contain same amount of marks. So you should be more strategic here. And these graphs help student as well as the teacher to understand what is the mistake the student is making, whether it is a conceptual misunderstanding or is there any mistake in the strategy of taking the test. So this is pretty much it. So there is a segment where you can generate the question paper. There's a segment where you can check the tests that have been scheduled for the students and see their reports.